Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just gonna let you guys know I don't have a script, so I'm just gonna talk whatever's on my brain. I can't talk. Um, so I apologize if I say a lot. See, the reason I keep talking about that part is because back when I first started my channel and I was talking like this because I didn't have a script, I thought I could just talk. Um, there was one or two people that keep pointing out me saying a lot or a lot, and that they couldn't watch my whole video all the time because it got on their nerves when it comes to that. Well, my issue is that if it gets on your nerves, then how do you have conversations randomly with people? Do you just talk to them and not have, you automatically know what to say, like a script? I don't know anybody that has a conversation with somebody and don't sit there and like say, well, yeah. So they, because they're going through the thought processes as they're talking. I don't understand how you guys have that conversation. Me, myself, I like to use my channel as raw as can be. If you want overpowerly edited videos, maybe my channel's not good for you. I'm just saying. I just think that I just want to be real. I'm laying my cards out here for you guys. So, yeah. Yeah, so I lost my train of thought here. Okay, so I have figured out what I'm going to do with my channel. I'm going to have a couple playlists, but I'm trying not to have too many playlists because when I first started my channel, now if you don't know the history of my channel, I started it back, I believe, 2021, 2, somewhere around there. I know it was after the whole COVID thing, and I remember I was after I had already gotten um, COVID, so, and it was really bad for me. And I think I already got better at that, and then I started my channel after that. So I believe, I want to say it was around 2022 ish. Okay, so um, I did my channel. When I started my channel, I started it talking about conspiracy theories. I was on the whole QAnon thing. Um, hey, look, I already got my steps in. Well, I don't think you guys can see it. Well, too late now. Anyways, my watch just vibrated. So, yeah, I think I started it and I was talking about like conspiracy, QAnon stuff. I was deeply into that, pro Trump, everything. And I was looking into Hollywood and the elites, and I was really involved in that. I got involved with other channels as well, and we would share stuff, back and forth. I was doing pretty well. I want to say for a new channel, I wasn't doing the greatest, but I was doing okay. I promoted my channel every day. I posted almost every single day, sometimes 2 or 3 videos back to back. Now the quality of them could have been a lot better if I would have just dedicated all my time on just doing one video versus doing 3 or 4, mediocre quality videos a day. But I also dedicated time where I had each certain days of the week, I did certain types of videos. And in case you guys aren't aware of that, when I did, like, I can't remember exactly which days of the week I did each video, but I did certain videos on certain days. So I did like a true crime, I believe. I did, um, that was my biggest one. I did what I called a shits and giggles or whatever, which was typically a compilation of funny or weird reels or TikToks that I came across. I would share those. I did some commentaries on movies and things like that as well. I also did a couple just talking like this, I think, and then I think I did one more other one, but conspiracy theories, I think. So I had like a lot of like playlists, and each playlist had several videos in it. I had probably over 300 something videos on my channel because in the short amount of time period. The problem is that YouTube did not like what I was posting. Now, what I mean by that is that during that time, I don't know if you're on here and you remember it. I don't know if you're a part of it or what, but during that time, YouTube was really cracking down on a lot of people talking about either Q, AK 17, or they were talking about C19, or they were talking about Trump, or they were talking about that, Hollyweird, talking about certain elitists and things like that, or elites, musicians, actors, movies that, depicted some hidden messages, things like that. Well, YouTube really tried to fact check a lot of my videos, even though I don't know if there was a lot of fact checking to begin with. They were just there. I mean, you can't argue it, but at the same time, YouTube does not play. Okay, so the first time you're given a warning. Now, last time I checked, warnings don't really go away. So the problem with that is that once you get a warning on your channel, you given, I think, 2 or 3 strikes or something like that, and then you're completely, you have to either start a whole nother channel or with a whole nother email address or something, and start completely all the way over. This is why a lot of channels have backups, because if one channel gets banned or gets removed, then they can go on to that channel and they can continue to still post underneath it. They may take a variation of their name. They may put like a 2 after it, or they may put like a part 1 or part B. They may do like a variation of their name so you can find it. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make a backup channel. I think it was just ridiculous to have to do all that work just because YouTube wanted to be picky on what can be posted. YouTube started out, when YouTube started coming around, it was actually a free-for-all. You posted whatever you wanted to post about, post whatever, say whatever. There was nothing wrong with it. I mean, aside from posting, corn and everything, you could post anything. Well, the problem is, though, when politics and certain companies buy certain social medias, like when Google bought YouTube and so forth, and they took it over because YouTube was its own entity at one time. And Google pretty much bought it, and then when all that came into play, it got to the point it got real, and not only that, but a lot of parents started complaining about how there are some predators on here, and there's a lot of issues with the wrong people, utilizing it for the wrong things. But other than that, I mean, YouTube kind of didn't mind what we posted, and then as time went on, it came to the point where now we're just like, oh, you can't post anything, you can't say anything, you got to come up with your own. We even got to come up with our own languages. Otherwise, you're going to have to beep every other word because, oh my gosh, it's offensive. So, YouTube, you never know what's wrong with your videos until YouTube says, hey, you got a strike. So, after you get a couple strikes in, they ended up banning your channel. So, I didn't want to risk that on my channel. I ended up posting about, when I posted all those things, and once I got my warning, and then they got the copyright thing. That's a whole nother section I have an issue with. I get it. You don't want to steal other people's content. But when I'm only utilizing like 30 seconds of a song or something like that, I think there should be nothing wrong with that. I think if I'm utilizing, it's no different than someone using a certain song on TikTok. You know what I mean? Or they're utilizing a song for their background, I'm saying on Reels and stuff like that. So I think there should be nothing wrong with that on YouTube. But apparently there is. It's a copyright thing. And it's not like I am utilizing the whole 3-4 minutes of the song. I just want to utilize 20 seconds, So I don't see anything wrong with that. And I think artists, I don't think y'all need to be that picky over 20 seconds. You should be thankful that I'm wanting to utilize your song for just that 30 seconds or 20 seconds. It's called a sample. I don't understand. There's nothing wrong with having a sample of certain songs. I think if it's over 30 seconds, I think, okay, yes, hit me with the copyright. But when I'm utilizing only 20 to 30 seconds, there's nothing wrong with that. And if I repost like a TikTok and it has a song on it, I should be able to use it. I should not have to dub down the song or take away the audio because it's a copyright. Okay, so I got annoyed with this, and as well as I didn't want to risk my channel being lost. Now, I wasn't that big of a channel, but I was bigger than what I am now. And it's only because of my own demise, and it's also because of YouTube. So I decided, you know what? I need to do something else with my channel. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to take a break. And I needed that break anyways because we were in the middle of moving. We were in the middle of, um, basically, I was in the middle of doing so much other stuff that I decided to just go ahead and just take a huge break. So I took a probably almost a year long break. And then when we got settled in our new place, I fired up the computer and I did it. Now, when I keep saying I'm waiting for my computer, yes, I keep those videos on my phone. Problem is, though, I can't edit on my phone as well. I can't do as much as I can do when I'm sitting at a computer. Now, I'm sure if you're a YouTube creator out there, you totally understand what I'm talking about. Sitting at a computer with a monitor or 2 or 3 monitors sitting there with your software, it is so much easier and so much faster, but also so much you can dedicate and you can actually see the broad picture better than you can't just utilizing your phone. And plus, you don't have, on your phone, you don't have to sit there and just you have to use your finger when you're on your desktop or your laptop or whatever it is. You can use a mouse and you can click and the accuracy is correct. You can just tweak it just a little bit. But using your phone, it's a little bit harder to do so I utilize my phone, and that's why these last several videos I've been posting has been on my phone. That's why they've probably been crappy. So many of you guys probably don't understand what I'm coming from, is that I'm not editing these videos. I am just straight up just keeping my channel fresh by posting something. And this is not what I'm going to be talking about a lot whenever I actually do make my actual real videos, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to be real with you guys that you're out there, you're trying to judge my videos and me on what I'm posting and making snark comments and so forth, sarcastic comments or whatever. One, thank you for the engagement, whether it was negative or not. 2, thank you for watching. And 3, thank you for commenting. And 4, I hope you have a better life, because this is not who I am making the videos for. You're not who I'm making it for. What I'm making these videos for, 1 is for me, but 2, I'm making it for the people out there who really do care. And anybody else's, entertainment, I guess you want to say. So like I said, I took a long break, and then when I got back on here, I thought, hey, I'm gonna get back into it. But when I started to get back into it, I didn't know exactly. Again, I still didn't know exactly what I wanted to talk about. Now, I try to do the whole history on the little people out there. I try to that we don't know about. I try to do a little bit of true crime. I tried to do a lot of the cults thing. I did that. It took me. I had over 9 hours, if not longer, of. I think it was Love Is One cult. I did that cult, and I really dived. I got a lot of POVs, police cam footage on there. I put the Dr. Phil stuff on there. I put so much on there, and I just, it was crazy, but I did it. It spent so many hours and time on there. It just, I got some engagement, but not a whole lot. I also looked into trying to think maybe I'll start my own podcast, and I think I can do that too. That's still not off that's still not off the agenda. I mean, maybe. So I did that as well. I'm also thinking about expanding a little bit my content. I ended up, let's see. So I guess I just ended up taking a break, and I decided to concentrate on not just me and my health issues, but also on our home, where we had a lot of family come and go, and as well as trying to rearrange our life here as well as my mother had passed away, so I was dealing with that, and I was dealing with that was this past year, and my daughter was going off to college, so she just got into college now, and I was dealing with that, and so now I'm almost to the point where my life is starting to slow down just enough where I finally decided I was going to, you know, get back in it. Well, the problem is though, my computer decided to die. And literally, I mean, it went kaplunk. I tried everything I can to, turn it on. And so so I had to basically get a whole new one. Even if I could get it working, it wasn't Windows 11 compatible. So I was really super annoyed with it. Plus, I lost a lot of files, a lot of everything on it. But I took this as a positive thing. I took it as a sign that maybe I need to change things up on my channel. Maybe I don't need to hold on to the old stuff. So I decided I'm going to, now that I got a new computer and I'm going to get it set up hopefully within the next week. I think I was going to wait till after Labor Day because my daughter's coming into town and we're going to hang out and stuff. And I want to get things worked out. Now, mind you, though, I'm still working on trying to figure out where I made like a little office, so I'm trying to figure out how to cut down a lot of the echo. I don't have a whole lot of money to spend as far as soundproofing. If you got a channel out there and you know how to do that stuff, you have ideas or creative ways of doing it without making it look kind of tacky in the room, let me know. Hit me up because I'm trying to find. I've been looking into some soundproof boards that you can put up in your on the walls and stuff. But the problem is though, some of those are really just they're not the greatest. They're mainly for like recording studios, but not like that you can use like in an office in a room that looks appealing. I'm trying to look for appealing but also functional. I did get a couple of bookcases. I think I'm going to put some a lot of things that are linen or plush because it absorbs sound. I'm also thinking about putting some artwork on the walls and things like that. So maybe hopefully it'll absorb some of the sound in it. We took out the carpet out of the room and replaced it with the hard flooring. So it's even more echo than usual. So I'm hoping that I can utilize that and maybe get a rug or something. But in the meantime, if I do get on there and I haven't got that done, don't be surprised if there's a lot of echo. I don't know if you guys don't mind that. Cool, I'll work with it. And I also have been trying to figure out what my actual first video is going to be like when I actually come back. What genre do I want to go with? Do I want to go true crime? Do I want to stick with the cult stuff? Do I want to do POVs? What do I want to do? So I think my daughter's kind of helped me out a little bit. She just kind of told me that, hey, I'm really good at commentary. I'm really good at summarizing things. I'm good at, reviews and stuff like that. So I thought about doing that. But then again, I also thought about just doing a little bit of everything. But it's kind of hard to do. And you had a successful YouTube channel because you don't want to do a bunch of everything because you want to do it. You're trying to do everything in a little pot, but you're not going to really grow as an actual. What do you focus on? So also your quality of video is going to be really bad because you're focusing on this and you're focusing on that, and you're just going to be all over the place. And I tried that before, and it was good at the beginning until YouTube said, "No, we don't like you." So I removed all those videos. I also started over again, and I'm thinking about removing a lot of those videos as well. So actually my channel, my videos, I'm going to have little to none on here eventually. My shorts, I literally say whatever's on my mind. I say it however I want to say it. I like to get things that when I ponder things, like I ask questions, like, I wonder what it is like. Have you ever thought about this? Have you, question that? Now, I don't care about the nasty comments. I don't care about people saying, oh, you got more stuff to worry about than this. Or my last video, I was talking about mental health that I was talking about. I'm hoping people have a good day. And if they're not, I'm hoping they'll have a better one tomorrow. Well, just hang on there. Well, the comment I got was, oh, I'm sure people will have a good day, but they usually get frightened at a ghost. Like, what are you trying to talk about? Are you saying that I'm a ghost? I'm confused. I don't understand that comment. And then there was another person that commented, oh, hey, that who cares, when I started asking questions about things, or I was talking about stuff about me, and they were like, well, who cares? It's like, why are people so mean? It's like, it makes no sense. But you know what? I'll take the negative criticism because, one, it's an engagement, so it looks good for me and YouTube, and I'll take the negative comments because, hey, again, it's engagement. So if you want to give me negative comments, that's fine. If you want to give me, you know, positive comments, I welcome those. I will entertain those. I think that's pretty much it, though. Like I said, the guideline is that I'm gonna keep looking and figure out what I want to post about. And like, again, as always, I welcome ideas. I also welcome anything else you guys want to talk about. If you want to talk about certain things, but you're afraid to be on camera, you don't know how to do it or whatever it is, that's fine. Just comment down below or send me, I guess, on my socials. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I do have a Facebook, but my Facebook is mostly for my personal stuff. My Instagram is whatever, so you can find me on there. And my Twitter is mainly my political stuff because it seems like all political on Twitter, but you can find me on there as well. On my Instagram, it's under Higginbotham Happiness or Higginbotham _ happenings or something like that. And then the my Twitter is musicgirl _19. Yeah, so if you can find me on there and send me a DM or whatever, and let me know that you saw my video, and make sure you let me know which video you commented on, or you have questions about or whatever, so I know which one you're talking about. Because when I get on here, I literally just randomly fire up my camera, push record, and start talking. So I really don't plan everything out what I'm going to say, because I like to be raw about it. So anyway, so I guess I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a great day, and stay subscribed, share, because I'm like I said, I'm going to change this video up pretty soon. So not video, but I'm going to change my channel up pretty soon, and hopefully I'll start rebuilding again and hope for the best. I'm going to try to stay within YouTube's guidelines. It really is kind of hard to without, it seems like you think everything's fine with the video, but then you find out, oh, you said one word that was banned on YouTube, and next thing you know it, you get a strike against your channel, or YouTube decides to, remove the content. You can have 3 hours worth of video and you said one wrong word, and it's like suddenly YouTube is like, hey, you need to fix this video, but they don't tell you what's wrong with it. Or they will say, you may not even get a warning. You'll end up getting, it'll just be removed, and therefore nobody can see it. So all that work goes down the drain. Or you get a strike, and then you're realizing, oh man, if I get another strike, then I'm going to lose my channel. And this is why people make a bunch of different backup channels. And I really am trying to avoid that if possible. Now, I've thought about changing my my YouTube name for this channel, but I haven't quite decided what I was going to change it to. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. These are just random thoughts I'm thinking about doing, just so you know, for the future. And I don't care if you care or not. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, that's it. So guys, hope you have a great day, and I guess I'll see you whenever I post the next video, or short. All right, bye.